3 qualifiers, and Celtics defeat Warriors in opening game of the NBA Finals.
With her head always held up high, Caster Semenya's star still shines bright. She remains an inspiration and a beacon of hope and justice to many. Addressing scholars and teachers at St. Benedict's College east of Johannesburg, Semenya opened up on her past, her present and future. And while her fight with the World Athletics governing body, the IAAF, is well documented, it is the untold stories that continue to drive her ambition.
When the bell rang, I was almost, about to quit the race. And then the body just, switched on. Last 300, and then I'm like, okay, let me try for the last time. If I do not pass this Burundian lady, I'm out. It's my first Olympics, probably my last, because my future, we predicted like, it's either this is a do or die for you. You're gonna do this Olympics and then you retire.
Semenya's fight for justice, not only for herself, but all women who find themselves ostracized by the draconian regulations, continues. But she pities the fact that there seems to be no real will for change, starting right here at home.
The condition that we're in, we cannot control it, it's genetical, and you're born with it, there's nothing you can do about it. And all these young girls, they're talented, they want to pursue their careers, and there's no one who's fighting for them.
Her fight will continue when she lines up for the 5,000 meters at the African Championships starting in Mauritius next Wednesday. Semenya is in South Africa's 74-member squad made up of 38 women and 36 men, including the likes of sprint sensation Akani Simbine. Tabiso Sitole, SABC News, Bedford View, Johannesburg.
American teenager Coco Gauff crushed Italy's Martina Trevisan 6-3, 6-1 on Thursday to become the youngest French Open finalist in 21 years and set up a showcase clash with world number 1 Iga Swiatek. The 18-year-old, who was already in unknown Grand Slam territory with her first semi-final spot, is yet to drop a set in the tournament and is the youngest finalist at any Grand Slam in 18 years. She needed to find her range, trading 2 early breaks with Trevisan. Once she found her way to neutralize the left-hander's punishing forehand, however, Gauff breezed through the set by winning the last 3 games. The 28-year-old Trevisan, bidding to become the lowest-ranked finalist in the event's history, took a medical break to strap up her right calf, but things just got worse for her. She piled up 35 unforced errors by the middle of the second set. Ranked 23rd in the world, Gauff broke her again in a game lasting 14 minutes to go 3-1 up and never looked back, sealing her biggest career win on her first match point. Gauff is the youngest Roland Garros finalist since Kim Clijsters in 2001 and the youngest major finalist since Maria Sharapova at Wimbledon in 2004. After a victory in 1 hour and 28 minutes, Gauff appealed for an end to gun violence in the United States.
No. I really didn't know what I was going to write, even moments walking to the camera, and it just felt right in that moment to write that. And I woke up this morning and I saw that there was another shooting, and I think it's just crazy. And I know that it's getting more attention now, but like I said in the previous question, like this has been an issue, at least in my head, for a long time, and I definitely think there needs to be some reform put into place. And I think now, especially being 18, I've really been trying to educate myself around certain situations because now I have the right to vote, and I want to use that wisely.
I played with Iga 2 years ago, so I think it's different. It's not easy to compare them right now because, they are young, they are very impressive, they are always there, you can feel the pressure on court. Maybe they are similar on the forehand, that it's very heavy and it's difficult to play with them, of course.
Iga Swiatek continued her march towards a second French Open title in 3 years when she demolished Russian Daria Kazakina 6-2, 6-1 to reach the final and extending a winning streak to a jaw-dropping 34 matches. The world number one conceded an early break but made the most of Kazakhina's string of unforced errors, peppering court Philippe Chatrier with winners. Swiatek, the 2020 champion, has not lost since February and has matched Serena Williams' winning run from 2013, having now lost only 2 sets in her last 4 tournaments. Poland Swiatek again played with a ribbon in the colors of the Ukrainian flag pinned to her hat against her Russian opponent. Russia and Belarusian players are allowed to compete at Roland Garros, but will not be able to do so at Wimbledon, as the All England club officials bar competitors from the 2 countries due to Russia's invasion of the Ukraine, which Moscow calls a special military operation. Belarus has been a key staging area for the invasion. The top seed needed just 64 minutes to seal her place in her second career Grand Slam final.
Iga Swiatek.
Well, just being able to be in the final again, it's great, especially when I didn't know actually how I'm gonna play here after so many tournaments that I played. It seemed kind of obvious for me that the streak may come to an end soon. So I just wanted to take it really step by step, and I didn't have any exact goals on this tournament, and just seeing how my game is developing every match, it's something that's giving me a lot of hope, and I'm just proud of myself.
Well, to be honest, was not that different. She didn't do anything which I was not ready for. The thing is that I was too emotional today. I couldn't handle the nerves the way I was able to do the previous matches. I think that's normal, and yeah, also during the match she was playing better and better, and altogether bring the match to this point.
The lights come on and flash.
What they need most of all, Jenny, is some luck.
And action got underway, but look at this card. It's a very different and challenging role.
Oh, Taylor's rolled!
W-Series, the world's first female-only racing series.
This time it supports the global circus of Formula One.
And we go green, very good start. Price goes to the inside too. It's a historic day for Porsche as they take their first Formula E win.
A weekly blow-by-blow account of everything boxing. News, highlights, previews and profiles. Every swing, every punch, every jab, every uppercut, and the bob and weave from the world of pro boxing. Boxing World Weekly, every Friday at 6 p.m. on SABC1, SABC Sport, DTT Channel 124, OpenView Channel 4, and also available on Telkom 1.
It's crazy to be a part of this team.
Their biggest ever win.
It's all about German football. Keep up with the latest from the Bundesliga every Monday at 8 p.m. on SABC Sport, DTT Channel 124, OpenView Channel 4, and also available on Telkom 1.
For the love of
Well, these are the fixtures from the opening round of the UEFA Nations League, which produced some scintillating results. And Ricardo Horta struck on his first Portugal appearance in almost 8 years as they drew 1-1 with Spain in their opener in Seville. In the other game in Group A2, the Czech Republic beat Switzerland 2-1. Manchester City-bound striker Erling Haaland scored the winner for Norway in a 1-0 victory in Serbia. Sweden beat Slovenia 2-0 in the other game in Group B4. And the Northern Ireland, well, their search for a First Nations League win has now stretched to 11 matches after a deflating home defeat by Greece.
He sacado la versión para mí más ofensiva con jugadores de mayor calidad para tener el balón, para hacernos daño cuando lo tenían. Y en fases del partido lo han conseguido tener posibilidades. Pero creo que en general el equipo ha estado muy bien. Estoy más que satisfecho, se puede mejorar muchísimo. Las dos selecciones, yo creo que el ritmo del partido en algunos momentos decaía debido al calor también y se puede ver en la primera parte en el rostro de los jugadores. Pero bueno, vamos ahora por el segundo partido, a ver si con la idea que tenemos somos capaces de ser superiores.
Foi uma opção de gestão, uma opção tática para cada jogo e vai ser assim nestes 4 jogos. Entendi que para este jogo era importante, seria mais importante na fase inicial um jogador com as características do André, um jogador que segura bem também, que trabalha muito, que fecha bem o trinco, que pode fazer algumas coisas que o Cristiano não faz da mesma forma. O Cristiano tem muitas outras coisas que faz muito bem, por isso é o melhor jogador do mundo. E portanto foi uma questão de opção e como eu disse vai haver uma rotação grande, são 4 jogos e vai haver uma grande rotação.
France assistant coach Guy Stéphane confirmed on Thursday that head coach Didier Deschamps would miss their first Nations League match against Denmark following the death of his father. Stéphane has been running the team's training sessions this week in the absence of Deschamps. France faced Denmark at the Stade de France in the first of 4 Nations League matches in 11 days. Stéphane did not say whether striker Karim Benzema, who ended his outstanding season with Real Madrid by lifting the Champions League trophy in the French capital last Saturday, would be involved in the match. Friday's Nations League match will be played in the same stadium that was marred by chaotic scenes outside the stadium before and during the Champions League final. Despite that incident, Denmark coach Kasper Hummelt said he expects everything to run smoothly.
I expect everything to be all right tomorrow. I expect everything to be in perfect condition, and I haven't thought about it. So we are looking forward to the match. We don't have any worries at all.
Denmark captain Christian Eriksen will make his Nations League return after suffering a cardiac arrest during the match against Finland at Euro 2020. The 30-year-old midfielder has played 2 matches for Denmark since he joined the Premier League side Brentford at the end of January. He scored in both of them against the Netherlands and Serbia.
I think the first miracle started that they saved me, obviously on the pitch. I think that's the first thought, and then after, obviously, was a lot of communication with the doctors and getting checked in the hospital and getting the clear to be back to play football. But first of all, the first thought was, of course, to be back to have a normal life, to be a dad, to be a boyfriend, to be a family man. And then secondly, the football came, and luckily the doctors didn't say or see anything that would prevent me from going back and being fully fit to play again. And obviously it's been a journey, but like you said, it's been a year, and it's been a tough but a nice year to be back and play football again. Obviously it's something that I wanted to do when I could, so I'm pleased to be back.
Netherlands head coach Louis van Gaal said on Thursday that his team will give everything to defeat local rivals Belgium in their opening fixture, the UEFA Nations League Group A4. After they take on Belgium, the Dutch face 2 matches against Wales and a game with Poland sandwiched in between before players begin their end-of-season breaks. Van Gaal talked up the benefits of these games as ideal preparation with the 2022 FIFA World Cup in Qatar due to take place in November and December.
Ja, zij proberen dat niet te laten merken aan mij. En daar zijn ze heel goed in geslaagd. Eigenlijk heb ik dat antwoord gegeven. Ik kan alleen maar tevreden zijn. Nee, er is een fantastische spirit in die dagen dat wij getraind hebben, de afgelopen 3 dagen. Heb ik niet gemerkt. Hebben ze alles gegeven en gaan ze ook alles geven tegen België. Nou, volgens mij ga je altijd spelen om te winnen. Dus dat is allemaal geen vraag. Maar het is een voorbereiding op het WK. Alles staat in teken van de voorbereiding van het WK. Daarom heb ik andere spelers ook uitgenodigd. En dat kwam ook door het aantal blessures die zich toonden nog voor dat de definitieve selectie gemaakt moest worden.
Belgium head coach Roberto Martinez also sees the game as ideal preparation for the World Cup. Belgium and the Netherlands have met 128 times before, with Oranje holding the advantage with 55 wins to 41. But it is now 25 years and 8 games since the Dutch last triumphed in this fixture. A decade ago, an up-and-coming Belgium team claimed a famous 4-2 win in a match seen as the birth of the golden generation.
The first aim is to have a great feeling with our fans. It's been a long time since we've been able to be in front of a sellout crowd in our stadium. I understood very early that I know such a thing as friendly games against Holland, so this is a very special game that we want to try to be as good as we can. And our first game, if we play a friendly, will be on the 18th, and then the first game is on the 23rd. I think it's very clear, and that's why everything we do now is having that structure in place. So I see this as a preparation for the World Cup, clearly.
Real Madrid confirmed defender Antonio Rudiger will join the club on a free transfer from Chelsea on Thursday. The Germany international defender signed a 4-year deal at the Santiago Bernabeu. The Liga champions confirmed Rudiger will be presented with the team in June the 20th. He has played for Chelsea during the last 5 years, scoring 12 goals and 203 matches. Tunisia got off to a flying start in the 2023 Africa Cup of Nations qualifiers on Thursday nights after hammering a 10-man Equatorial Guinea 4-0 in Rades in Group J game, while Mozambique played to a 1-1 draw with a resolute Rwanda at the FNB Stadium in Johannesburg in Group L. DStv Premiership champions Mamelodi Sundowns have won the Q Innovation Quarter 4. The Brazilians have now won 3 of the 4 Q Innovations this season after running away with the league title. Sundowns accumulated 14 points from 7 matches in Q4, the same as Stellenbosch, but the champions had a superior goal difference. Sundowns will now also walk away with 1.5 million rand for leading the pack in the 4th quarter. Third place Royal M were the only other side to win a Q Innovation this campaign after beating Cape Town City in Q3.
Please note that the official date for analog television switch-off is imminent. If you're still watching television through an aerial, please take the following steps to continue watching your favorite programs on the SABC. Buy a digital tuner for your analog TV set and get connected. Buy any digital television decoder, either satellite or digital terrestrial, and get connected. Buy a smart television and connect through an aerial. If you can't afford any of the above, please contact your nearest post office for more information on how to connect. For more information, please WhatsApp 0600 625 458 or call 0860 736 832.
I am the beginning. I am a Noor, the light of 1 trillion stars, the sun reflecting on the moon. I am the coalescing of cosmic stardust into an infinite universe, vibrating, oscillating, reverberating, condensing into a body of focused potential, into sounds of Hosanna. I am more than one body. I am a being of two aspects, of light and shadow. I am made to yin and yang, to zig and zag. I am black and white in every color chakra in between. I am a spectrum of spirit, a mosaic of thoughts. I am a tapestry of emotions, a kaleidoscope of life. I am the third eye glimpsing into the fourth dimension. I am the one who bends space and alters time. I am the faith that shapes inverno. I bear a cross to strengthen my body. I consume the Quran to challenge my mind. I savor the Torah to enrich my soul. I walk an inward path, a lifelong journey, a sadhana back to myself. I am that I am. SABC Religion. Feed your soul.
Welcome back to Sports Wrap. And Boston Celtics dominated the fourth quarter by 40 points to 16 in the NBA Finals on Thursday to record a 120-108 victory over the Golden State Warriors in Game 1 at the Chase Center in San Francisco. Game 2 in the best-of-7 series is this coming Sunday.
For Jason Tatum playing in his... Tatum on Curry. Around the Porter screen. Somebody throw water on Steph.
Boston Celtics dominated the fourth quarter by 40 points to 16 in the NBA Finals on Thursday to record a 120-108 victory over the Golden State Warriors in Game 1 at the Chase Center in San Francisco. Game 2 in the best-of-7 series is this coming Sunday.
A strong finish for Jason Tatum playing in his... Tatum on Curry. Around the Porter screen. Somebody throw water on Steph Curry. He is
a disaster how you're defending. Comes off the screen, nobody home, pay the price. It's Chef Curry with the shot.
State pushing the pace. Thompson off the pin down.
And the Jordan Poole, he's a threat, but you also have to pay attention to the down screen action.
From downtown. Jaylen Brown got it. And we are knotted at 47 on a 10-0 run.
Incredible defender with tremendous hands.
Well, the Warriors are glad to have him back. Brown from downtown.
We talk about that dynamic duo.
Yep, similar. White. Good closeout by Curry. It didn't matter. Derek White has to take the lead. White on the drive. Back to Horford for the lead. Boston up by 3. Al Horford in his first NBA Finals. Working against Wiggins. Back out to Smart in rhythm for 3. Splash! What a flurry by Boston.
Just enough until they found rhythm offensively.
Brown on the baseline, Horford inside. Count it and one. You might want to mark this down.
Thought we had a couple turnovers, a couple bad possessions offensively, and they just pounced. You know, they took advantage of every opportunity. They moved the ball well, and like I said, you know, you make 5-6 threes in a row in the fourth quarter. Then that's tough to overcome. So, you know, we'll watch the tape and learn from it and see what we can do better. My gut reaction, just what I just witnessed, was they just came in, played a hell of a fourth quarter, and you got to give them credit. And it's pretty much as simple as that.
It's not ideal, but believe in who we are, how we deal with adversity. Excuse me. How we responded all year, how we responded in the playoffs after a loss. So learn a lot from that fourth quarter. Obviously, they made a lot of shots. Seemed like, I think they didn't miss until deep into the fourth. And, when you have a team that just finds a little bit of momentum like they did and they keep making shots, it's a tough, it's tough to kind of regain that momentum. And the guys that are making shots, obviously Al, Marcus, Derek White, Jalen early in the fourth, they play well. So we know they're a good team. So are we. We got to respond on Sunday.
And in golfing news, 6 players, Cameron Young, Luke List, Cameron Smith, K.H. Lee, Mackenzie Hughes and Davis Riley hold a share of the lead on 5 under after the first round of the Memorial Tournament at Murfield Village Golf Club in Dublin, Ohio on Thursday, as 4-time major winner Rory McIlroy sat 3 shots off the pace. Meanwhile, Japan's Hideki Matsuyama was disqualified from the tournament after he was deemed to have used an illegal club. The 2021 Masters champion was found to have used a substance of white markings on the face of his 3-wood, which could have impacted on the flight of the ball.
Yeah, our committee became aware through some pictures that were posted that there may be a substance that has been painted on the face of one of Hideki's clubs. Unfortunately, when we found out about it, Hideki was playing the second hole. And we approached Hideki and went through the process. Hideki, are you carrying this club? Yes. Have you used this club? Because if he hasn't used the club, it's okay to carry a non-conforming club. You just can't use it. Have you used this club? Well, the poor guy's played 1 hole, and he managed to use it off the first tee. The pictures were damning, and there was so much of the white. You've seen pictures of it. There was a lot of the white. It's very much like a whiteout you might use on a paper on a paper at home. A whiteout substance that was very much up on the face of the club, which really it's very clear in the equipment rules that's not allowed. So not being allowed renders the club non-conforming. So now we go back into the rules of golf themselves and out of the equipment rules, and the rules of golf clearly state under Rule 4.1a that the use of a non-conforming club is a disqualification. And my worst fear was, I was hoping he hasn't used it at the first tee, hasn't used it at the second tee. We were going to get to him before the third tee, which I was thinking he's probably may use it off the third tee, but the damage was done at the first hole, unfortunately. So just a, unfortunate set of circumstances for Hideki, for sure.
Mina Harigay set a course record at Pine Needles on Thursday in taking a 1-stroke lead in the opening round of the 77th US Women's Open in North Carolina. The 32-year-old American shot a 7-under par 64 late in the day to replace Sweden's Ingrid Lindblad at the top of the leaderboard. Lindblad 65 was the lowest score signed by an amateur in the tournament's history. The group of 3 players returned 4-unders, 67s. Anna Nordqvist, also Sweden, Australia's Minjee Lee and Tyrone O'Toole are the United States.
Obviously playing with Ingrid, who played fantastic. She won the Annika Invitation in 2019, so it's kind of nice to walk with her, but, she was fearless. It's fun to watch.
And then when I saw that I'm playing with her, I was like in shock. I was like, this cannot be true. And then on the first tee box, I get her scorecard. I'm like, I have Annika's scorecard in my hands. But it was really cool. We had fun out there. She fist pumped me for a few birdies, and it was fun.
Well, Catch Sports Arena every Saturday and Sunday comes your way from 2 o'clock on Telkom 1 OpenView as well as S3. You can also see Laduma every Saturday and Sunday, which is live on SABC 1 from 2:30. Don't forget, the PSL promotion playoff sets comes your way. It is Game 3, and it sees University of Pretoria take on Swallows FC. Both teams got their campaigns off to a winning start, as well as Hollywoodbets Super League action this coming Sunday. Tsunami Queens and Durban Ladies clash at Goble Park Stadium. That game is live on SABC Sport, followed by the clash between Bloem Celtics and My Indies, live on SABC 1 from 2:30.
For the love of the game. Luka Doncic and the Dallas Mavericks had faced elimination twice in this postseason, heading into Game 4 of their Western Conference Finals.